I really gotta go first. I'm picking the Eagles, man. I just don't. I just think
You made David a believer.
I'm not gonna say they made me a believer. I knew how good they were all season. It's just I wish that we beat them. But I mean, they got the better overall team altogether, man. I understand it's Patrick Mahomes, and you never really want to bet against Patrick Mahomes, but that defense is real. They have what 85 sacks with the season and postseason this year. Uh, they haven't allowed anyone to score over 20 points in this playoff so far. That's including us. Um, Jalen Hurts doesn't put the ball in harm's way. He's played well. He gets 2 weeks, 2 extra weeks to rest with his shoulder. Mahomes to me would have to be Mahomes plus in order to win this game um, on Sunday. So I'm going with the Eagles in the close game, 31-28.
Hmm. Cabo, you on mute.
Whew, well, I'm glad y'all didn't hear what I started off with then. They say, what they say? Hungry dogs run the fastest. That's what Jalen Hurts been saying all year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, bro. Kansas City Chiefs ain't passing out kibbles and bits, bro. Y'all losing this game.
Oh,
Look, man, Mahomes, he. If you weren't a believer, he made you a believer this playoff run. Because if we go back to the several debates that me and Joe had about Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, and the classic question is always, what have you done? What has he done in a playoff run? Like it just wasn't impressive on one leg. My man Carl gonna get on here. I called him Tiptoe Mahomes. Mahomes alone. I had all the nicknames for him. Now all my team's gone. So Mahomes about to go out there. The same way you said Jalen Hurts had the 2 weeks to ice up on the shoulder. He had a couple weeks to ice up on that ankle now. I mean, of course, he might not have a few weapons as far as the wide receivers, but Scaldez Vatlin, I mean, Marquez, I mean, look, the man name, I don't even know. MVS, that's what they call him, MVS. He was doing enough. Kelsey, he got something to prove. Come on now, you're not about to let Big Bro just go out there and do his thing. Like, nah, they already still mad they let Tom Brady steal one. So Mahomes and them got this one, man. Andy Reid also upset. He been eating cheesesteaks for like 15 years of his career. They shipped him out. They got rid of him. They brought in this new guy, and they brought in a new guy. He won a Super Bowl. Then they brought in another new guy, and he trying to win the Super Bowl. Andy Reid like, nah, that's over. I gotta prove something here. And Eric Bieniemy. A lot of people on that Kansas City Chiefs staff got a lot to prove. I know a lot of people gonna say this about the Eagles and that high-powered offense and their defense got something to prove as well. But when you talking about a potential dynasty at one point, Mahomes got a lot to prove right here. And
mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts is young; he can come back. I don't know if it's gonna be a close game neither, so I can't give you a score.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You don't know if it'll be a close game, you said?
I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. The Eagles, look what they've been doing. They did that to the Giants. Then they pulled that on the 49ers. So if the Eagles are going to win, it could be a blowout. But if Mahomes get hot, we've seen what Dak did to that offense. So imagine what a better quarterback can do to their defense, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So, look, I'm going with the Chiefs. 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 All right. Carl told me a long time ago, never bet against Mahomes. All right. And I'm going to listen to him. And look, so I know that the Eagles, listen, they had a good run. They played some teams. They never played a guy like Patrick Mahomes. Not even close to Patrick Mahomes. The best quarterbacks they played this year, Trevor Lawrence, in week 4. Trevor Lawrence was not Trevor Lawrence we saw in week 17 and we saw in week 4. Plus, it was rainy and muddy. They had like 5 turnovers and he barely won by like 10 points. All right. Then they also played Aaron Rodgers. Was Aaron Rodgers last year? No, but the Packers did put up 41 points in that defense. All right. Then they played Dak Prescott. And what Dak Prescott do? Light them up. So the Eagles haven't really played elite talent all year for real. Mahomes is elite talent. Also, that Chiefs defense, right? Top 10 rush defense in the NFL. That's the Eagles. If you can stop the run, you can hold the Eagles off. All right. Because that's their bread and butter. I know they got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, but it's the run game. If you can neutralize the run or the rushing attack, then you have a great chance defensively. Also, the Chiefs, the Eagles are number 1 in sacks. I know who number 2 was. The Chiefs. The Chiefs number 2 in sacks for the season. All right. For the playoffs, they got the same. They got the Eagles got 1 more sack than the Chiefs this postseason. But the Chiefs had to play Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow, while the Eagles had to play Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy and John Johnson and Christian McCaffrey. Right. So and they only got the same amount of sacks. They got the same amount of turnovers this postseason. So the Chiefs defense has stepping up this postseason, and that's what Super Bowl caliber teams do. Their defense might look up and down all season. Then on the playoff start, they click. So I think the Chiefs and Mahomes' angle is not going to be as bad as it was 2 weeks ago. So I think the Chiefs will win this game. I got the Chiefs. All right.
Burrowhead.
Yeah, Arrowhead, man. Sorry, Dave. I know the 49ers. I know y'all lost to him. You feel me? And it's hard to pick against the guy who beat you.
That's not the reason why I'm picking them, because they beat us. That's not. I just think they're the better overall team. That's just me.
All right, let's go. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.